Hoje eu tô me sentindo bem, quem sabe eu consigo gravar 2 vídeos num dia só. E agora que eu vi que o microfone tá mega longe. Agora eu só espero que não esteja perto demais.
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
Tá, se deu pra ouvir algum barulho, era eu afastando o ventilador. Agora que eu percebi que ele tava balançando o microfone.
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others think that which lies in the deep is breaking free.
Ó, ela não especificou que era... Calma, eu tava vendo um bicho gigante passando aqui. Passou até uma moto pra comemorar. Não é um bicho tão grande assim, era só a sombra dele.
This harbor is like a
Ela não falou do fundo do mar, ela falou só da profundeza. Pode significar um monte de coisa.
And the fire will consume us all. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster? Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but I've grown old. Can't quite recall where it is exactly. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young, he saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
What a weird thing to be proud of.
All right, children, there is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it. If you can find it.
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here? Is she playing with us?
Eu já ia falar que aconteceu uma parada meio Dark Souls. Em Dark Souls tem uns objetos que você interage e aí você é transportado pra uma outra área. Normalmente uma área do chefe. Tá, isso vai ser
Youngsters,
difícil.
this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice.
Acho que não é dano, né? É o número de hit.
Teapot?
Eu devia ter atacado normal.
What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Ah, eu tava correndo, né? Gastou minha estamina. Acho que eu ainda tenho que dar o ataque carregado, ataque de magia pra aumentar o meu bônus de dano. Tem que lembrar que eu tenho outros personagens que eu posso usar eles também. Ah tá, esse barulho é da música.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
Acho que eu posso jogar ele pra fora, né? Ah, eu podia bater com a espada. Achei que eu precisava acertar exatamente a aranha.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
É bem possível.
Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus.
Caramba, eu preciso de alguma coisa que não me interrompa.
Don't they all live in Chilean
Eu acho que uma das armas faz isso. Você não ser interrompido enquanto tá dando ataque carregado. Ataque carregado. Eu acho que o meu combo normal é difícil de ser interrompido. Não foi. Ah, ela não falou. Ela só fez um barulho. Tá, isso vai ser péssimo. Ah, isso é um ataque. Eu achei que era eu sendo congelado com a fumaça também, além do modelo do personagem. O bom desse buff é que ele não transforma seu ataque em ataque elétrico. Ele continua sendo ataque normal com ganho de... Meu Deus, tô quase morrendo. Com bônus de velocidade. Quer dizer, com bônus de velocidade de ataque. E aí você continua dando ataque normal com um ataque elemental por cima. Pera aí, ele não tinha morrido? Que desperdício. De tempo, eu falo.
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Now, let me see. How did this opening work again? Oh dear. All right, that'll do. Come on
Tá,
out now, children.
eu vou chutar que não tem mais nada aqui dentro. Espero que eu não tenha perdido nenhum baú. Eu acho que no vídeo passado não teve nenhuma luta, né? Eu não tenho certeza mais.
In and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time. As to whether I am one or not, child, surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless Adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell?
Hey, it belongs to Granny. We're supposed to return what we borrow.
Oh, let you keep it. You really are a frank child. If you want it, you can keep it. But this bell gets homesick sometimes. Who knows? It might find its way back into these old hands. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Não, eu devo estar longe, né? Calma aí, deixa eu conferir. Ah não, 202, eu já posso. Eu esqueci qual que é essa. Caramba, isso é muito específico. Mas se bem que tem vários domínios que só tem slime. Então deve valer a pena nesse caso. E eu espero que a moto não tenha feito tanto barulho. Isso era em cima, né? É, era em cima. Eu tava passando por aqui antes de começar a gravar. Ou eu tava gravando, não lembro. Eu olhei pra isso aqui e eu tava achando que isso era o lugar... Era esse lugar, só que sem carregar as coisas que estavam em cima. Mas eu só tava olhando pro lado errado. Não, tinha que avançar mais um pouco.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. An adeptus.
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
Ah, é aqui perto. Talvez eu me arrependa. Já que eu tô gastando um monte de mineral upando 500 armas diferentes, é bom eu achar esses baús, pegar eles sempre que eu posso.
The nightlife here is so vibrant.
What are you staring at?
Caramba, o cara tá conversando sozinho aqui.
Sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, so he's probably well-versed in all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him.
Ah, cadê a opção aqui que ele nunca tem dinheiro?
He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. I enjoy watching the children at play as much as anyone else. But there is more to it than that. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that. I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors. The meaning of these 7 kites is far from banal.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame. As does that which the Cryo Archon once... Yes. These details are masterfully done.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment,
É legal que o personagem ele já fez. A Paimon e o personagem principal já fizeram o gesto antes dele falar.
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I was merely passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations. The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Eu ainda podia estender esse vídeo mais um pouco, mas eu vou gravar 2 essa noite. Talvez eles saiam no mesmo dia. Um de manhã, outro de noite. Ou os 2 de noite. Obrigado a todo mundo que assistiu. E até o próximo vídeo.